So imagine you spend like 10 hours this week pulling Klaviyo data for a client, right?
Yeah.
You format this beautiful spreadsheet of open rates and click-throughs, and then they just fire you on Friday.
Oh, brutal. And unfortunately, it happens all the time.
Right. And the reason why is that while you're reporting on clicks, they were actually bleeding cash from, say, a broken win-back flow, and you
Mhm.
just didn't see it in time.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're basically flying blind in a sea of data.
Exactly. So welcome to today's deep dive, where we are unpacking exactly that. We're looking at sources on the Mavix platform to break down this concept called revenue intelligence. It is the critical difference between just drowning in raw data and, actually having actionable revenue-driving intelligence.
Well, it really is the difference between having raw numbers and having an actual direction. Because relying on those traditional dashboard metrics is, honestly, it's like looking at yesterday's weather report.
And revenue intelligence is more like having a GPS calculating the exact route to cash right now.
Exactly. But to really appreciate that GPS, we kind of have to look at the manual, exhausting way agencies are operating without it right now.
Yeah, the invisible revenue and the silent churn.
Right. Silent churn is huge. Agencies are losing these profitable clients without any warning because they just can't clearly prove their value. I mean, they lack a real-time health score for their roster.
Because their teams are wasting, what, 5 to 10 hours a week per client manually pulling reports. And those reports just show basic stuff like open rates or CTRs.
Yeah, exactly.
But wait, let me push back on that for a second. If platforms like Klaviyo are already driving, 20 to 40% of an e-commerce brand's revenue, shouldn't the data already be totally obvious? I mean, they track everything.
You would think so, right? But the disconnect is that those native platforms hold data. They do not hold intelligence. So if you hand an e-commerce founder a report showing a 2% drop in click-through rates, they just shrug.
Right, they don't care about clicks.
They really don't. They want to know why sales dropped. And more importantly, they want to know exactly how to fix it before the month closes. They don't want confusing dashboards.
Okay, so because manual data just cannot answer those why and how questions fast enough, agencies need this dedicated AI intelligence layer.
Yes, exactly. And the speed of that layer is what completely redefines things. So a tool like Mavix's leak detector, it actually analyzes the entire account in about 6 minutes.
6 minutes? Wow.
Right. And it doesn't just flag low open rates. It actually prioritizes actions based entirely on their financial impact. It finds the exact dollar amounts being left on the table.
Wait, how does it actually calculate that financial impact, though? Because anyone can spot a low click rate,
Yeah.
but how do you attach a concrete dollar sign to one specific email?
Well, it's not just looking at the open rate. The AI maps the historical conversion rate of a specific customer cohort, cross-references it with their average order value, and then it instantly calculates exactly how many dollars you are losing per day.
By not optimizing that one flow.
Yeah, exactly. So let's say a win-back flow has a solid, 25 to 30% open rate, but only a 5 to 8% reactivation rate.
Which means people are actually reading it, but the offer or some friction point is stopping the actual sale.
Right. And the AI spots that bottleneck instantly, does the math, and says, hey, fixing this specific flow will recover $3,200 this month.
Oh, wow. That is a massive shift. That moves an agency from just doing basic email management to actual revenue consulting.
It really does. It's the difference between saying, well, clicks are up versus saying, hey, we recovered $3,200 by fixing your win-back flow yesterday.
Right. It's basically like having a senior revenue analyst working 24/7 inside your campaigns, which has to totally transform the agency's business model.
Oh, completely. Because think about reclaiming those 5 to 10 hours of manual reporting per client. That means you can massively scale your client capacity without having to hire an army of new staff.
Because you're replacing that manual data hunting with automated daily analysis.
Exactly. Plus, you get this automated smart reporting that translates all those numbers into really easily understood client stories.
So instead of a spreadsheet, they get a clear narrative. And honestly, when you can instantly demonstrate $5,000 a month in recovered revenue, justifying a $1,500 monthly retainer becomes pretty much effortless.
Oh, 100%. And there's also things like a revenue simulator, which actually lets you predict the financial outcome before making costly changes to a campaign.
So you aren't guessing with your client's money at all. You're taking the guesswork completely out of email marketing.
Yeah, you're rescuing time from manual reporting and turning all those hidden metrics into undeniable, visible profit.
Which leaves you, our listener, with a pretty interesting question to think about. If AI can now detect invisible leaks and map out your most profitable actions in exactly 6 minutes, how long until clients demand this exact same level of instant financial clarity from every single marketing channel you manage?